Today we will be finishing up lesson 31 with session 5, where we will finish comparing lengths. This is just a two-sided page around 739 and 740. So number 1 says compare lengths, then circle the shorter object. So you can see the blue piece of paper underneath is helping you to compare them. So you can see that this eraser is shorter than the blue line, and the green highlighter is longer than the piece of paper. So therefore, the eraser is the shorter object, and the directions say to circle the shorter object, so we're going to circle the eraser. Number 2, draw a line that is shorter than the yellow rectangle. Circle the longest shape. Okay, so we have two things to do. Draw a line that is shorter than the yellow rectangle. Okay, so right up here in this space, make sure you start at the same spot, and you're just going to draw a short line. It has to be shorter than the rectangle. And now it says to circle the longest shape. So out of these three objects, you have a line, a rectangle, and a cylinder. Which one of those is the longest? I hope you said the blue cylinder is the longest shape. Number 3, the bee is longer than the ant. The worm is longer than the bee. The ant is than the worm. All right, let's draw our picture. Okay, so the bee is longer than the ant. Bees to me are always yellow, so I'm going to use yellow to draw my bee. My bee is longer than the ant. That's what the first one says. An ant is black, so there's my yellow bee, and it's longer than the ant. And now it says the worm is longer than the bee. I'm going to use brown for the worm. The worm is longer than the bee, so my brown line needs to be longer than my yellow line. There's my worm. Okay, so now it says the ant is than the worm. Here's my ant. If I compare it to my worm, it is shorter. So the ant is shorter than the worm. Okay, then going to the other side, number 4, compare lengths, then circle the correct words. Okay, so we have the caterpillar that's like the same length as the blue piece of paper, and we have the leaf, which is longer than the piece of paper. So is the leaf is longer than the caterpillar, or the leaf is shorter than the caterpillar? Well, if the leaf is longer than the piece of paper and the worm is not, that means that the leaf is longer than the caterpillar. Number 5, draw a line that is shorter than the spoon. Circle the longest object. Okay, so we have two things to do. Draw a line that is shorter than the spoon, and then circle the longest object. Okay, so we're going to start with drawing a line. Remember to start where the spoon starts and the paintbrush. So I'm going to start here, and it's going to be shorter than the spoon. And now the next direction says to circle the longest object. So you have the line, the spoon, or the paintbrush. Which one is the longest? I hope you circled the paintbrush is the longest. Okay, and number 6, the pen is longer than the marker. The pencil is longer than the pen. Buzz says the marker is shorter than the pencil. Do you agree? Why or why not? Well, Let's draw a picture, and that will help us answer our question. Here's my line. Okay, let's see, it says the pen is longer than the marker. I'm going to use blue for my pen. So here's my pen is longer than the marker. I'm going to use red for my marker. So the pen is longer than the marker. Okay, so blue is the pen and red is the marker. I'm going to use yellow for the pencil. What does it say? The pencil is longer than the pen. So my yellow line needs to be longer than my blue line. The pencil is longer than the pen. Buzz says the marker is shorter than the pencil. Do you agree? Is the red shorter than the yellow? Yes. We agree. Why? Because we drew our picture and it shows us that the pencil is longer and the marker is shorter. Okay, there will be no videos for lesson 32. That is something you can do on your own at home. It is using different objects to measure things around your house. So this is not something that I would be able to record and do on the computer. So if you have paper clips at home, or if you happen to have cubes, or you can use toothpicks, or cut up pieces of paper that look like cubes, use your imagination, and you can go around and find things to help you to measure the things in lesson 32. So the next video will skip and it will go to lesson 33.